on TV 34. Game 2 of our doubleheader, boys under 14. The Neptune Shooting Stars will take on the Freehold Bandits. Bob Lampin and Mark Rossman back with you in a very high sun, a hot, humid day, but a day where the kids go out there and show their stuff. And Mark, this game is going to be interesting. Both teams played a game earlier. We'll see what the fitness levels are all about.
Well, this is a day that will test the players, no doubt. It's a real summer day, and in the heat of the afternoon, these players will be tested. 30-minute halves for this Father's Day tournament, so that's a bit of a break, but still, they will need to be well-conditioned and keep their heads really in the game and keep focused even in the face of this heat. It's a Father's Day special. Fathers get to watch their kids go out and play.
All right, so let's meet the players right now. We'll go down to the field, and first, it's the Neptune Shooting Stars.
I'm Reggie Osorio, I play forward.
I'm Michael Layden, and I'm a defender.
I'm Michael Neal, I play forward.
Ryan Ginther, midfield.
Tim DeVoy, defender.
Matthew Anton, I play midfield.
Matt Pobolski, midfield.
Brian Gallaletta, defender.
Brian Bakushi, defender.
Ryan Engelstad, midfielder.
Michael Langen, midfield.
Mike Hogan, midfield.
Ronaldo Rosari, defender.
Brad Furley, defender.
Mike Gresham, keeper.
Bob Newman, coach.
Bob Fonholz, coach.
Mehdi Wugaki, and I'm the keeper.
I'm Don Palante, I play forward.
I'm Steve McMahon, I play forward.
Frank Halverdon, I play left halfback.
Steve Merritt, I play fullback.
Richard Staley, right wing.
Chris Conway, left wing.
Joe Griffin, left wing.
Ryan Gamartin, I play fullback.
Ryan Casey, stopper.
I'm Doug Hine, I'm playing center half. I'm Travis Gallen, I play left half.
Mark Holton, I play sweeper.
Chris Reed, I play defense.
Kurt Hosnick, playing forward.
John Vaccaro, I'm injured.
Joe Galley, assistant coach.
Ronnie Casey, assistant coach, treasurer, and statistician.
Joe Griffin, coach.
John Vaccaro, head coach, Freehold Bandits.
Hello, John Brisky, assistant referee.
Timothy Bard, assistant referee.
Doug Jones, referee.
So we've met the players and the referees. We mentioned that both teams played earlier. Neptune tied Pompton and Freehold defeated Wayne. I think the score was 2-1 about 2 hours ago. So we'll see how quick is the recovery time for these youngsters. But they are under 14 years of age. So if I can recall back that far, under 14 you can pretty much go all day and well into the night. So I don't think that it'll be too much of a problem. But it is a hot, humid day. And we'll see how the players and referees alike are able to handle it. Brzezinski, Jones, and Burt are referees. Doug Jones will be the man in the middle. Game 2 of our doubleheader. Hope you're enjoying the action from this Freehold Father's Day tournament. Nice concept, a holiday weekend if you're a dad. This game being taped on Saturday afternoon, and I know, Mark, you'll be chasing your son around. Nathan, 2.5 years of age, so I don't know whether he's attuned to the fact that you're supposed to have your wishes taken care of on Father's Day or not, but looking forward, I'm sure, to this special day. I'll be up early on the golf course. I'll take my nap, because at my age you have to nap, and then be up, take a trip up north to say hi to my dad, so I'm kind of looking forward to it too. And it's a nice way to come out with your children and enjoy the weekend. A lot of fathers around here in Freehold. 150 teams involved in the tournament.
And they're playing at several locations and teams from all over. You see the goalie for the Shooting Stars, Mike Rystrom.
Multicolored shirt. So here we go. Freehold in the blue, Neptune in the red. Boys under 14. And right away, Freehold on the attack. Michael Hogan turns it upfield for Neptune. And they play it over the top, but offsides was Kurt Hosnick.
All right, Dave, I'm on 4.
Eddie Wilgucki, the goalkeeper for Freehold. And both keepers sporting outstanding shirts. You know the old adage, the psychological ploy is to wear a bright colored shirt, so when a shooter looks up, that's the attraction, and you shoot it right to the goalkeeper. I was good at that. This one flipped over the top. Now it's Neptune going the other way. And run down by C.J. Reed, and he knocks it into touch for the throw-in. Michael Hogan will run it down, and he'll take the throw-in. Michael certainly known for his long throw, so we'll see if they go with that weapon right away.
Both teams will just trying to settle down these first couple of minutes, and it's really Neptune with the first good advantage, and I think they awarded a corner on that.
So it is a corner, so we'll have to wait for Hogan's first throw, and it'll be an in-swinger. Low drive, near post, volleyed out, and Hogan looked for the drive with the left foot and shanked it over the end line. Goal kick going the other way.
Didn't get all of it, and knocked it over the end, so Freehold weathers that first corner kick from the Neptune Shooting Stars. Brian Gunther in the lineup today for Neptune.
Ginther for Neptune. You'll see, you start to see some familiar names in Shore Area Soccer at these age groups. Brothers and sisters, of course, spattered around the high school rosters. And that's the hope of these players as they begin their high school careers in September. Look to making that school team. Pretty move in the corner. Everybody's onside. Rystrom off the line, bounces free in front. And over the end line it goes, so Neptune weathering the storm there. A little bit of a miscommunication inside the box.
And then the flag came up for the offside. But a bit of a dangerous play right at the 17 or 18 yard mark.
Goal kick slotted out to midfield. Anton. Some good pressure right here. Osorio in the box. And quick recovery by Freehold. Here's Fraley. Little flick on up the left side. That'll be run down and kept on by number 13. That's Dominic Valente. And Gadaletta clears it away.
Nice play by the Neptune defense to cut off the Freehold run in the box.
And that one is kept on and then deflected into touch by Caltagirone. Brian Bacosi tried to shepherd that one out of bounds, and it was just kept on and then deflected away, so Neptune comes away with the goal kick. Mike Rystrom, the goalkeeper. And Fraley just to midfield, nodded forward. Ryan Casey up on the header. And whistle number 1 at midfield. Early on, the pace very quick for both teams. Left foot service to the top of the box, flicked on, and there's Rystrom. Bearing down on Rystrom was Dominic Valente, but Rystrom beat him to it. Hine with the header. Early shot, quick shot from the top, and well saved by Rystrom. Almost fooling Neptune with the quick shot, and that shot taken by Kurt Hosnick, and he is really a schemer in front of the net.
Hosnick had that header that he tried to direct onto the net just a minute or so ago, and then followed that up very quickly with a low liner that Rystrom had to handle. The first shot on goal for the Freehold Bandits, and Rystrom did well with it.
Very interesting matchup to watch. Number 7 defending Brad Fraley for Neptune, marked up on Hosnick, number 18 for the Bandits. That's a key matchup right there. And there's Gadaletta again clearing. And a quick takeaway. Working hard for Neptune was Langen. Nice service, and Rystrom cut it off. Pretty ball by Caltagirone as he tried to pull it back, and Rystrom read it all away. Here's Hogan. Osorio with the bag of tricks, looking for some room up the left side.
Going back to that last Freehold possession, Caltagirone made a nice run up the left side, turned into the box, and felt that he had Hosnick with him coming down the middle, and that's who he was trying to hit with that cross. Sometimes the goalie has to be aggressive there and read that play as well.
Well, he read it, knew that the fundamentals tell you to pull it back off that goal line, so he cheated up a yard or so and intercepted the cross. Good work by Mike O'Neill. O'Neill and Gilmartin banging away on each other, but it comes away a throw-in for Neptune.
Go, Michael.
Ginther over the top looking for Anton. Matt runs it down. Nice work by Picosi along with Dominic Valente for Freehold, and now they go the other way. Count the Jerome, he's dangerous. Keeps possession. Good switch of the field. Well up on the header was Mark Holtz. John Vaccaro, the head coach, across the way. And John was with us last year up here with me. Did some color commentary work with us during this tournament. Good to see John's team out there on the pitch taking on a good Neptune team. Neptune pushing everybody up. And Rystrom out of the box. We saw Hosnick trying to run that ball down. Not sure that Hosnick would have beat the defense there, but Rystrom wasn't taking any chances, Bob. O'Neal with good speed, fights through one tackle, looks to slot it across, stays with it. And nice work by Mike O'Neal to fight off that tackle. And you can hear the fans as Neptune comes up with a corner kick. Mike Langen will take it. Across the way is Bob Newman. Bob Newman and Bob Fonholz, the coaches for Neptune. There's Coach Newman. Here's the corner. Back post over the top. Well taken corner. You got to get up off the ground and really drill that header. And young players, as you see Coach Newman, young players have a tendency, Mark, to really let the ball hit their head rather than really attack the ball. You've got to get up and go after it. And heading on goal, one of the toughest skills to learn, one of the weaker skills of the American player. That was Ginther who got a head on it and knocked it over the net. Looking to chip over the top, looking for O'Neal. O'Neal, good matchup with Gil Martin. And that's going to go as a handball on Calta Jerome. Mike Langen looks to serve in the box. Good ball right there. Anton over his head and a diving header just missed by Brian Ginther.
And that time he did just what you talked about, Bob, and that was to play the ball and really try to direct the ball into the net rather than just let the ball play him, and a much better try at it that time.
Terrific header by Ginther. And it was well played. It's going to go over the head of Anton, and Ginther going after it and just missed it wide.
That was in the 14th minute of this 30-minute half.
Over the top, Gadaletta matched up with Hosnick. Neptune's got to keep a little bit more depth in the defense, Mark. They are definitely subject to the quick counter. Back post. Good header, and Rystrom got his hand on it, but over the top of his hand it went into the back of the net. It's a goal.
Valente.
Beautiful service from long range. Valente went after it and tucked it away. So Freehold, the Bandits, take a 1-0 lead as Neptune feels that they stole that one. Rystrom got his hand on it. You see it right there. And Valente knew he was far away, went after it pretty strong. He put it over the top of Rystrom, and it's 1-0. Neptune will have to come back. Dominic Valente, our goal scorer. Just have a feeling that there's going to be some more goals. Both teams attractive soccer, Mark. They like to attack.
Both teams have had their opportunities early.
And good speed and danger up front. Ginther and O'Neal for Neptune, and then you've got Hosnick, a real physical force, up front for the Bandits. Brian Picosi throws it up the line. Hosnick flicks it on. Layden battles with Castaldi. And this is C.J. Reed. Gadaletta, long clear. First time touch.
Not a bad idea. O'Neill's got to read that one a little sooner if he's going to make that pass, but he battles back, picks it up, comes off the line, is the goalkeeper. And Wilgulke forces the issue and gives away the corner. Nice play by Mike O'Neill. He's been a problem. There he is right there, number 3. He's been a problem on that right side. Never gave up on that long pass and forced the corner. Neptune's 3rd. O'Neill with a real good work ethic. Low drive corner, good corner, but nobody there. Hosnick came back to knock it out of trouble. Brian Bacosi will take the throw in for Neptune. Neptune trailing it 1-0. Goal by Dominic Valente. And back to Gadaletta, looks to switch the field. And stepping through was number 18, Ray Irizarry. Double threes matched up, Griffin and O'Neill. Ginther unloads it, right flank. Here's Langen. And Joey Griffin comes up to knock it away. So Neptune putting some pressure on here, trying to equalize as they trail at 1-0. A pretty goal scored by Freehold. Dominic Valente with a long header. Shooting Stars have pressed the last couple of minutes. O'Neill turns, and that's a nice ball right at the 6-yard line, and Wilgulke, the goalkeeper, read it all the way. Here is Zari and Hosnick. Here's Hosnick. Oh, nice tackle. And a good ball, soft pace, going to stay on. O'Neill will run it down. Early service, nobody making that run to the near post. Here's Zari. Nobody able to get control midfield. Brad Fraley. And that's going to be a Freehold Bandit throw. And leaving the game for Freehold is Dominic Valente, the goal scorer. So Valente will get a rest. And back to action with the throw-in. Valente replaced by number 5, Ryan Gilmartin. Gilmartin also the backup goalkeeper should anything happen to Eddie Wilgulke, the Freehold Bandit keeper. Here's O'Neill breaking away to the top of the 18. A little change of pace. And he nails it off the crossbar. Still loose in front. A tough break for O'Neill as he had broken free. Long shot headed away. And O'Neill is offside. So there's a tough break right there, Mark, for Neptune. They had O'Neill breaking away. He unloaded it about the 16, just got under it and knocked it off the crossbar. A nice flurry by the Shooting Stars, but a bit of bad luck from the Shooting Stars' point of view. Goalie's best friend, that crossbar. And a fortuitous piece of luck if you're a Freehold Bandit fan. Anton and Casey went to the ground. Important that neither team let this game get too quickly paced. As you can see what's happening, they're starting to first time everything. Both teams have the skill to control pace. They need to slow it down. That's a good move there. Now you look for your serve. Good ball by Fraley over the head of O'Neill. Take a look at O'Neill on the breakaway. He beats the defender, the goalie is out, and just, well, perfect aim. Good play by Wilgulke to force the shot. O'Neill had two choices, try to chip it over the head or try to put a little bend on it low around the on-rushing keeper, and at this age, he took the right choice and About 2 inches too high, otherwise it would have tucked underneath that crossbar.
We have played 17 minutes.
So about 13 left to play here in the first half. The Freehold Bandits leading the Neptune Shooting Stars in this under 14 age bracket match. You're watching action from the Freehold Father's Day Youth Soccer Tournament. Bob Lampinen along with Mark Rossman here.
Right now the Freehold defense back on its heels just a bit, Bob, and Neptune is really coming forward.
Yeah, Neptune definitely pressing.
Another nice run.
Good piece of work there by Caltagirone for Freehold. Bukosi's throwing up the right flank. Anton's going to try to run it down. Good pressure. And Ryan Casey has to give the throw away. So number 1 is Matt Anton, and that's the kind of pressure you have to put on your defenders. And Mike Langen will have another throw. There's O'Neill looking to create some space for himself. Looks like that'll be a corner. See in the background, Freehold Borough High School. 5 sites throughout the town, 150 teams. Freehold Borough, the alma mater of our director, Dave Goodson. Kind of interesting, Dave, Mark, Dave showed up. We'll talk about it in a minute after the corner. Beauty, long across. Bouncing in front.
Very nearly a handball.
Everybody onside. Great save, Will Gucky off the line.
Yeah, the Freehold defense very nearly committing a handball right in the box as that high popper came down.
I don't know what it meant as you look at Eddie Wilgucky, but when our director Dave Goodson showed up here at Freehold Borough, there's some former teachers of his hanging around here, you know, and they all broke into a cold sweat when they saw him. So I'm not sure what that means about his performance while at Freehold Borough, but I'm sure Dave happy to be back to his old high school. No detention and no tests for Goodson. He's happy. Working into midfield, number 14 is Tim DeVoid. And DeVoid stayed with it, double teamed. And his attempted service up into the box was knocked away. It's still on. And Neptune continues to pressure. And Freehold gives away yet another corner kick here.
It'll be corner number 5 for Neptune.
But
see this under 14 age group, DeVoid was just matched up a minute ago against number 8 for Freehold, Steve McMullen. DeVoid had to be a good 6 or 8 inches taller than McMullen and won that battle.
Well, particularly in this age bracket, you'll see all kinds of sizes, shapes, speeds, and coordination levels in that 13 and 14-year-old age bracket. Most of these guys just starting to come out of that awkward stage that we all went through. I had the awkward stage, but never the growth spurt you're supposed to have. Bouncing in front, another good corner. Nice move by O'Neill. Oh, pretty move. Quick service with the left foot by O'Neill. And now Freehold looks to counter. Hosnick
waited for it,
but Layden took it away. That one scoots through. O'Neill trying to break inside. The defender is Mark Holtz. And O'Neill pokes it over the end line for the goal kick. So Neptune really milking the right side here.
And nicely played by Holtz, who really got in O'Neill's way, never gave him a clear path to the ball, and Holtz forced O'Neill to kick it over the end line.
So the score remains 1-0 in this first half of this under 14 bracket. These two teams play in the same league in their league season for the Mosa National Gold Division. And they split during the season, Freehold winning 2-1 and Neptune with a 5-1 victory. So this is a rubber match of sorts. Irizarry's drive harmlessly into the midsection of Wilgucky.
That drive came from about 30 yards.
That's a nice ball. Right side, Fraley. Fraley, big strong guy, breaks into the box, slots it on the ground. First time by Anton, and a big save by Eddie Wilgucky. Well played by Fraley, and Anton smartly took it on the first time. And as luck will have it, Wilgucky was kind of coming backwards, and it came right to him.
Was standing right there, but that was a nicely set up play all the way from the back when Irizarry first took control and sent his teammate in. Eventually wound up with a pretty good-looking shot. 2 saves for Wilgucky.
Good to see Matt Anton making that run toward the near post. Too many players like to camp right in the middle and wait for the perfect ball. Well, it just doesn't happen. And that first guy's got to go near post, and you let the guy behind you fill into the middle. And Anton almost came up with a goal there. Good piece of soccer.
Bandits with only 2 shots in this game, but one of them went in.
That's right. Shot by Dominic Valente off the cross. It was a header from about 10 yards out.
With about 7 minutes left in this first half.
Steve Merritt knocking that one into touch. Off of pressure from Bocosi. Reggie Osorio is leaving the match for Neptune. And the substitute who has just come on is number 12, Matt Bobolski. So both teams trying to substitute as much as possible. It is the second game of the day for these two teams. Freehold winning 2-1 over Wayne, and Neptune tying Pompton. So Neptune really needs a win here. Freehold could get away with a tie, and it wouldn't hurt them too much in terms of the tournament. Of course, anytime you take the field, you want to win the game.
Freehold holding on to that 1-0 lead.
Here's Irizarry, a physical player. Wilgucky, low drive out to midfield. Stepping up, it was Griffin. Hosnick tried to do it by himself. May have been better off to give it up early out on the left side, but elected to take it on.
I think Hosnick was a bit frustrated that he hadn't had a real good touch on the ball since the first couple of minutes of the match, Bob, and when he finally had that chance again, you're right, he may have tried to do a little too much with it. I think it was from the fact that he hadn't had a real good touch on the ball in about 20 minutes.
And you're right, one of the future players working on some of the moves, and that's the way you learn the moves. Don't worry about the ball, just work on the quick steps. Short, quick steps are key to the success in this game. I like the uniform, I like the shorts. So as you mentioned, Hosnick a little frustrated, and as a forward very often, if you're not getting the ball, it's not a bad idea to withdraw yourself into the midfield and get involved in the mix there, rather than just waiting for that ball to be played through, and that's something that Hosnick may need to do. Hosnick needs to come back into the midfield, gain possession, then get it back. And that'll be a corner kick for Neptune, I believe. Not goal kick.
One of the few times Neptune has tried to attack down the left side.
That's right. A line drive, bounces once or twice, and Freehold comes away with it. It's Castaldi. Gadaletta has to give the throw away, taken quickly by Freehold. The Bandits leading it 1-0 over the Neptune Shooting Stars. He's on sides. Everybody's on. Hosnick No, he wasn't onside.
Oh, that was close.
Woo! Looked good from up here.
3 offsides calls, whistled against the Bandits.
So Neptune pulling out quickly. Officials right on the play. Didn't see the flag up right away. And Fraley now looking to break through.
Fended off a bump from Gilmartin.
He's got room to take him to the left. Plays it back. Here's Irizarry. He's going to tee it up and drive it. And that's really not the shot you're looking for from out there. Ray Irizarry, not afraid to unload it on goal, but a bit far away.
Got Neptune with about 7 shots goalward. 3 saves for Wilgucky. But Neptune trails on the board 1-0 with only a couple of minutes left in this first half.
Caltagirone is back on for the Bandits. There he is right there with the ball. Also back on is Chris Conboy. And Irizarry hammers that one well into touch.
Nearly got our little friend.
Ricky, go. Ginther had it. Good work by number 14, Castaldi. Nice pass, 2-on-1. Hosnick wants it early, gets it at the top of the box. One touch, and couldn't quite gather himself.
Pass was played about a step behind where he wanted it.
And they're the skills that the young players really have to work on, learning how to play with your back to the goal, to gather and turn.
Castaldi had made that last pass to Hosnick, but just didn't lead him quite enough. And that was the difference between a great opportunity and one that went by the boards.
Freehold knocking at the door. Flag is up. We'll ignore the flag when the goalkeeper fields it cleanly, Mike Rystrom. Brought down by Gilmartin. Gadaletta and Rystrom in a little bit of a mix-up there, but Gadaletta covers up. Rystrom's coming off his line as Galley has the ball, Mark, but I don't think he's making the calls where the defenders know that he wants it.
And I think once again he saw Hosnick trying to run onto that ball and felt like the safer play was if he could come out and make it himself, and nearly had some very bad confusion with the defender.
Yep. And it was the right decision, but he's got to communicate that. Gadaletta had to cover for him. Oh, nice ball there. It's in the back of the net. Valente has done it again. Dominic Valente will tell you he was aiming for the back corner all the way, but just looking to flight it into the box and over the head of Rystrom. And Dominic Valente has scored 2 unbelievable goals in this match.
I have that one in the 30th minute, and you'll see it right out from the flank. It's just lofted right toward the net, over the outstretched arm of the goalie, and bends its way into that far corner. So we've got Valente in the 10th and 30th minute, and there you have it. The first half has come to an end. So just on the final thrust of the half, Valente finds the back of the net.
Scored that one with only a few seconds remaining, and they'll take the halftime break with Dominic Valente scoring one on a long header that Rystrom got his hand on, and it dribbled in, and then that one just looking to cross it to the back post, and it just kept going and going and going and carried into the back of the net, and it's a 2-0 lead for Freehold as they take their halftime break. Actually a dominant half by Neptune, and yet it was Freehold who comes away with the lead.
Well, you were looking at Freehold in the first couple of minutes. Neptune throughout the most of the half in the center part, probably for the middle 22 or 23 minutes of play, and then right in the final minute, Valente with a ball played toward the net that he was looking for some help on, but you know, it went in, he'll take it.
So good first half of soccer, both teams playing well. At the break, Freehold on top of Neptune by the count of 2-0. Back with more soccer in just a minute.
Forming